Hello and welcome to this lecture. In this part of mathematics, we're going to study the next set of concepts and limits and derivatives. And till now, we have seen the different rules of performing a derivative or finding the derivative of a certain function. Now, what we do is we see the trigonometric derivatives basically. So, the focus of this class is going to be on trigonometric derivatives along with the use of the tools or the rules that we have learned earlier. So, let me just write it trigonometric derivatives, or the derivatives of trigonometric function. The first function is sin x. So let me just mention it this way, the function and its derivative. The derivative of sin x is cos x. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x. The derivative of tan x is going to be sec square x. The derivative of cot x is going to be minus cosec square x. The derivative of sec x is going to be sec x tan x. The derivative of cosec x is going to be minus cosec x cot x. Now let's take up some examples based on trigonometric functions and try to evaluate their derivatives. So let me just keep this at the side so that we can refer it time and again. The first function that comes is something like this. It is cos of x plus a. Now this is a function that is given. So obviously we'll have to expand it first. So cos x cos a minus sin x sin a. This is the expansion. Now you can clearly see that if I want to derivate this is the function given, and if I have to derivate this, then you can see that this is a constant. So let's check it out. And all that I have to derivate is now this cos x. So it's going to be d by dx of this cos x. And sin a is taken out, and the derivative of this is going to be d by dx of sin x. Now you can clearly see that cos a d by dx of cos x is minus sin x, and this is going to be minus sin a. Derivative of sin x is cos x. So this is the final answer to this question. That is, it is minus of cos a sin x minus sin a cos x, which is nothing but sine of x plus a. Let's take up these problems. So the first one is sine square x. We can break down this function as sin x into sin x. Now if I break this down as sin x into sin x, then its derivative would be of the form. First we find the derivative of this sin x, that is cos x, and then find the derivative of this sin x, that is cos x, and keep these other sin x as it is. So what we get is 2 sin x cos x, or we can also write it as sin 2x. That is the derivative of this. Let's take up the next one. The next one is sin 2x. Now sin 2x, the best way to do this is probably to break it down. So we can break it down as 2 sin x cos x. We will find the derivative of this term. So basically what we have to do is, first take this as u, whose derivative would be cos x into this cos x as it is. Second time, we're going to take derivative of this, that is minus sin x, and keeps this sin x as it is. So altogether what we get is 2 times cos square x minus sin square x. Cos square x minus sin square x, as you know, is going to be cos 2x. So it is 2 cos 2x. That is the final answer of this question. Let's take the third problem also, which is cos square x minus sin square x. So the function now is going to be cos square x minus sin square x. Its derivative is going to be, so this is the expansion of cos 2x. So we can write it as cos 2x also. Apart from that, a simple way to evaluate it would be taking the function as 1 minus 2 sin square x. Now you can clearly see that it is going to be derivative of 1 minus 2 times derivative of sin square x. So overall, this is going to be 0 minus 2 times sin x into sin x, whose derivative is going to be cos x into sin x plus sin x into cos x again. So overall what we get is minus 4 sin x cos x. So if we go to simplify this, this is going to be minus 2 sin 2x. That is the derivative of this answer. The question cos 2x. This is the derivative. The next combination that we're going to take, let us take a combination of algebraic function and trigonometric function. For example, what if it is x squared cos x, or we have the function like x squared sin x, or x squared tan x for that matter. Let's take up the function. So you can clearly see that it's going to be u is x squared. So u dash is going to be 2x. V is cos x. So v dash is going to be minus sin x. So as the formula says, u dash v plus v dash u. That would be the derivative of this function. So u dash is going to be 2x into v is cos x plus v dash is minus sin x. V dash is minus sin x into u is x squared. So the final answer is going to be 2x cos x minus x squared sin x. That is going to be the answer of this question. Let's take the next example. So the next example is x squared tan x, of course, and the method is going to be similar. So of course u is x squared and v is tan x. So u dash is going to be 2x again, and v dash is going to be sec square x. Now when we multiply this, what we get is u into v dash, or u dash v, plus v dash u. That is what we get. So u dash is going to be, of course, 2x into tan x plus v dash is going to be sec square x into x square. This is the final answer. Let's take up another question. Now this time there's a combination of algebraic and trigonometric functions, but not only that, there is a division also happening. So this function is of the type u by v. So what we have to do is the derivative f dash x is going to be of the form u dash v minus v dash u divided by v square. So u is going to be 4x plus 5 sin x. So overall, we can write that u dash is going to be 4 plus 5 times cos x. V is going to be 3x plus 7 cos x. So v dash is going to be 3 plus 3 minus 7 sin x. So we have got v, u and v and their derivatives. Now we can clearly apply the formula. U dash is 4x plus 5 sin x into v, which is 3x plus 7 cos x. Let's continue further. minus v dash is going to be 3 minus 7 sin x into b, u in fact, which is 4x plus 5 sin x. So u dash, so there's one mistake over here. I am supposed to write u dash, and u dash is 4 plus 5 cos x. And this is going to be b dash, that is 3 minus 7 sin x into u, which is going to be 4x plus 5 sin x. So u dash v plus v dash u divided by square of the second function, that is 3x plus 7 cos x, the whole square. That is going to be the derivative. Of course, for the final answer to come, we will have to multiply this and get the final function. Let's take up the next problem, which is x plus sec x into x minus 10x. So what is going to happen over here? Let us take this as u and this as v. So u dash, we know that it's going to be 1 plus sec x 10x. So derivative of x is 1, derivative of sec x is sec x 10x. b dash is going to be 1 minus sec square x, because the derivative of 10x is sec square x. So overall, this is going to be u dash v plus b dash u. So u dash comes out as, of course, 1 plus sec x. You know about this. Let me do the application part over here. So u dash is going to be 1 plus sec x 10x into x minus 10x kept as it is. Second time, b dash is going to be 1 minus sec square x into u, which is x plus sec x. So this is going to be the final answer of this question. Now let's see different kind of functions. First one is 1 minus 2 sine square x by 2. We know that 1 minus 2 sine square x is the expansion of cos 2x. So when we write the half angle over here, 1 minus 2 sine square x by 2, obviously this is going to be cos x. So the first function is just cos x actually, whose derivative we know, and it is minus sin x. Second function is also cos x, because when it is 2 cos square x minus 1, we know that it is cos 2x. This time around, the angle is reduced by half. So the expansion is going to be cos x. Again, it's the same derivative. Look at the third function, and that third function is just same like 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x, which is the expansion of nothing but sin 3x. Now, if this angle becomes x by 3, put x by 3 over here, and what happens is 3 and 3 cancels, and what we get is sin x. So basically, what I want to say is this is the expansion of sin x, and derivative of sin x is cos x. Let's come to this part. E raised to ln of something. Now, let's say y is e raised to ln of sin x. Take log on both the sides. What we get is ln sin x times ln e, which means that ln e is 1 and ln y is equal to ln of sin x, which means that y is equal to sin x. So it means that e raised to ln of any quantity, obviously, is going to be that quantity itself. So y is equal to sin x is what we understand from this. Similarly, when we write e raised to ln of e raised to something, it means that this power can be brought down also. So it's going to be cos x ln e, which is nothing but cos x, because ln e is 1, derivative of which is minus sin x. So overall, sometimes, although the function is complicated, we have to first see whether that function can be simplified and brought in a simplified form. Only after brought it in simplified form, we can find its derivative very easily. Of course, there are techniques to handle the function in this form also, but our purpose is to simplify and make it as simple as possible. Let's take up a few more functions and see in the complex form also, first how to simplify them and then to find the derivative, which is a very good technique. This time the function is like 1 minus cos 2x by 1 plus cos 2x. So this is such a chapter that in which we are heavily using trigonometry, because specifically these are trigonometric functions. So having a good knowledge or background of trigonometric basic functions is really important in this. So here you can see that it is going to be 1 minus cos 2x by 1 plus cos 2x. Now we can obviously simplify this first. How to simplify? We know that cos 2x we can write as 2 cos square x minus 1, or we can also write it as 1 minus 2 sin square x. Now accordingly, we can vary the formula. From this we get the formula that 1 plus cos 2x is going to be 2 cos square x. And from this we get the formula like 1 minus cos 2x is going to be 2 sin square x. So 1 minus cos 2x is 2 sin square x divided by 2 cos square x. So overall what we get is 10x. Now y is equal to 10x is the function whose derivative is nothing but sec square x. Let's take up another function. So this time it's sin x plus cos x by sin x minus cos x. Derivative of this, let's see what we can do. So first what I'm going to do is multiply this sin x plus cos x over here, and in the new denominator I'm going to write sin x plus cos x. So multiply and divide by sin x plus cos x. As I do this, what will happen to the function? Let's see that. So what will happen at the function is sin x plus cos x the whole square at the top, and at the bottom we are going to get sin square x minus cos square x. Now let's expand this. So after expansion, what we get is sin square x plus cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x. That's what we get. And this is going to be minus of cos square x minus sin square x. Now we can easily simplify this. You can clearly see that this is going to be 1 plus sin 2x at the top, and at the bottom it's going to be nothing but minus of cos 2x, because the expansion of this, if I compress this, then it comes out as minus cos 2x. So now we are in a position to evaluate it as u by v, wherein the derivative of u, that is u dash, is going to be 2 cos 2x, and derivative of v dash, is going to be minus of cos 2x. So derivative of cos 2x we know, we just found it out as minus 2 sin 2x. So overall now we can write the derivative as u dash v minus v dash u divided by v square, which is going to be u dash is 2 cos 2x into minus cos 2x. What we can do is we can take the minus sign straight away out. We can keep this minus sign completely out so that there is no confusion. And minus the derivative of v dash, that's going to be 2 sin 2x into the first function 1 plus sin 2x divided by cos square 2x. So this is going to be the final answer of this question. Let's see whether we can simplify this further. So it's going to be 2 cos square 2x minus 2 sin 2x plus 2 sin square 2x. So overall, as you can see, we have something familiar going on over here. 2 cos square 2x and 2 sin square 2x can be combined. We can write that as 2, because cos square 2x plus sin square 2x is 1. minus 2 sine 2x divided by cos square 2x. So overall, since there is a minus sign outside, it will still simplify and we can get the final answer.